Okay, I probably should have called this talk tonight something like, "Is this for real?" Because when I first started introducing this subject to people, the reaction was, "Oh, don't be so stupid, they're not going to do anything like that." And I said, well, believe it or not, that's exactly what they want you to think. And I had one of these conversations, and the next day I was doing some research, and I pulled up a document from the National Health Federation. And you're going to hear about this organisation during the course of my talk tonight. And the opening paragraph here, it says, "Never heard of Codex? That's exactly what they want. The Codex agenda." And we'll expand on this through the evening. The Codex agenda: only low-potency supplements available that will do nothing for your health. All or most foods genetically modified. And any beneficial supplements unavailable or sold only by prescription. Which is, by the way, exactly the way it is in Norway right now. And certain other countries are further down the road. But the key point here is, never heard of Codex? That's exactly what they want. This statement, and you have to forgive me for using the quote, because this guy is a lawyer, so he has to use 100 words when probably 2 would do. But this is, I think, a pretty good summary of the whole thing. He says, "Codex is the political equivalent of the current toxicology manuals, because it endorses and promotes for international trade and consumption in the whole wide world everything from pesticides to irradiation, genetically engineered foods and synthetic analogues for drugs and nutrients, in preference to biocompatible natural substances." Now, what we're talking about here is the process of gradualism. So, if somebody says to you, "Oh, organic food, we're still going to have access to organic food in 2010, they're probably right. They're probably right. But if somebody says, "Oh, we're still going to have organic food in 2020, right now I would say they're probably wrong. Because this is the process of gradualism, and what the Codex committees do, because they're under phenomenal pressure from the pharmaceutical companies and the likes of Monsanto, they do it through gradualism. So it's little by little, push a little. And then every now and again they'll give a little, so they take your eye off the ball. I mean, as in France recently. In France, they said, okay, and what was announced in the media is the number of acres dedicated to organic farming would increase. And that was what hit the media. What they didn't say was that the number of acres that was going to be handed over to GM crops was going to increase at 3 times the rate. You have to find what's not written.